This week on Keys Outdoors Muskie Hunting Adventures, we head out to the Great Lakes for the final muskie hunt of the year. Ben Olson and special guest Brad Rue, the owner of Musky Innovations, will join myself for another muskie adventure. Playing the weather, well, it's one of the most critical elements of muskie fishing this time of the year. Traveling long distance in pursuit of monster fish, well, it's risky business. But, like they say, no guts, no glory. And then we're going to take a look at some great products that played a major role in our success this past season. Some new products that you might want to check out for your upcoming muskie season.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, you and I haven't jumped in the boat in a long time, man.
We're overdue.
We're going to big fish water too.
Yeah, big fish water and cold.
Perfect combination.
Exactly.
All right, well, let's get loaded up.
Chicken soup may warm the soul, but I prefer. It is full real.
It is November 9th, and we are in a snowstorm, and we are nuts for coming up here and trying to catch muskies, that's for sure, but it's what we do. We love it. We're on the Great Lakes fishing, and what we got going right now is we've got a spawn happening, 42-degree water temp, and we've got some Ciscos that are moving up on these rock reefs that we're targeting, and hopefully we can get them to bite. So we'll see what happens, but weather is supposed to turn really nasty. We're supposed to get really heavy snow today, anywhere from 3 to 6 inches, up to 18-mile-an-hour gust. And when you're on the Great Lakes like this, guys, you really want to pay attention. Right now, the seas are very manageable, but we're going to pay attention to it. I mean, if we start rocking and rolling on the boat, it's always better to be safe than sorry. We'll be heading in, especially because we've got a southeast wind and we have to head back in the southeast direction to get back to the landing. But I'm with Brad Rue from Musky Innovations, and guys, I mean, his lures shine all year long, but right now this is really what the big pounders are designed for. Again, you know, these fish are putting on the feed bag right before water turns solid.
Got him! Oh, buddy! Crazy weather. Finally a little adrenaline to warm us up. Oh, it's a nice fish. It's a nice fish.
Dude.
Ooh, these guys just stay strong in the fall here. You ready? Mr. Roo, you ready?
Sure.
Uh-oh, doing the roll.
Yeah!
Finally. Nice work.
Paying dues is what we're doing today. Boy, what we do for these fish, sometimes it's a little crazy. But I tell you what, we really got this spot dialed in a little bit from yesterday. Mike and I kind of being out here and going through it, made some realizations, moved a little bit today, kind of discovered really what we were looking for, and fine-tuned it just that little bit. The results are already in the net, so I'm super excited. This fishery has outstanding potential. We know that already. Now that we got it dialed, maybe we can just keep grinding and capitalize. Oh, beautiful little, very Great Lakes looking fish.
Yeah.
We're here today with Brad Rue of Musky Innovations, and when you see us fishing in the snow, you know what we're throwing. So
Yeah,
we
that
got
one actually was on a double dog, wasn't it?
It was.
You know, we're fishing some pretty shallow rocks, and the cool thing about the double dog is with those two tails, it rides a little bit higher in the water column, and he's just ticking right over the top of those rocks with that thing, and this little guy came up and grabbed it. Hopefully this is a start of better and bigger things to come.
That's where you like them to bite it, right there. You're gonna get hooks in them.
T-bone style.
What's the difference between good and great? Good treats you like a customer. Great treats you like a friend. From saving your haircut details and clip notes to saving you time with online check-in, Great Clips makes your life easier, just like a great friend should. Great Clips, it's gonna be great.
One lucky winner will be picked to fish with the guys from Keys Outdoors. The winner will win some awesome fishing gear and a $100 Quick Trip gift card. Just log into your Quick Rewards app, click the sweepstake icon at the bottom, then choose the Musky Adventure sweepstake. Every Quick Trip visit you have could be an entry. The more visits you have, the more chances you have to win. Good luck, and we hope to see you in our boat. We only know one thing. We never stop. You can't stop. This fish, well, it won't let you stop. It decides. We just have to be there when she does.
What's the difference between good and great? Good tries to get it right every time. Great actually does. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details so you always get exactly the look you want. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
With one ski in the boat, the weather, it would start to get more intense. The question now is, how intense? And would we be able to fish it out for the rest of the day?
Just casting out on the up rip as usual. One grabbed it, but Unfortunately, had it by the head and not really good. You can see there's just one tooth mark right there. Other than that, the bull bait's pretty clean. So it was a head shot, you know, set the hook and gone type of thing, unfortunately. But hey, at least it's a good sign that, you know, it's our second bite of the day and we're not even halfway through. So hopefully they keep going.
When conditions are at their worst, you really need to pay attention to all the little things and really be focused and make sure you're being efficient. We just went through the major. We had a real finite stretch where both of those fish came from, and we saw another one there, so we really focused on that stretch. But we're gonna move down a little bit. The wind's changing the angle a little bit, and it's just too tough to drive and back into these big waves. We're taking water over the back of the boat, and with freezing conditions, we don't want to do that. So really pay attention to the little things, really focus your efforts. Don't be wasting casts and covering dead water this time of year. It just doesn't pay. Get on the key spots, the important spots, use the right baits, and really focus your efforts on the important stuff.
Big fish, big fish. Oh, dude, just a good one. Oh, big fish.
Well, I guess the double dog is doing its duty today. Woo! Yeah, this is a pig.
Whoa!
Wow,
Woo!
what a sound.
This is why we do what we do.
This is why we're crazy right here in this weather, this wind. Look at that fish.
This is just, she fought, man. These fish are incredible. Great Lakes fishing, man. I'm telling you, she is something else. Woo! Look at the girth
Look
on
at the
this
belly
thing.
there.
They're eating, man. I'll tell you what, double dogs, baby! You gotta love them, man.
Unbelievable.
Put so many big fish in our boat over the years, dudes, I can't even tell you. But this is why we put up with what we put up with. All right, let's let her go back. All right, let's let this girl go back. There she goes. Boom! Boom, baby! That's what I'm talking about. Keys Outdoors. It's November, it's blowing, it's cold, and we're catching muskies. Tell you what, this ain't for the faint of heart. It really isn't, man. But I'll tell you what, you have the right gear, you have the right equipment, you can manage.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not gonna say it's fun,
No.
but you can manage.
It's fun when that happens.
When that happens. That's
Exactly.
2 fish, all in one area. We're gonna get back on this. 1 more fish is all we're looking for, baby, and calling this a success. Whew. Thank you, Brad Rue. Yeah. Like I said in the opener of this show, weather is a key factor, and we are at her mercy, and she dealt us a hard blow. Tons of snow and freezing rain would make this trip come to an end. but who's complaining? A couple fish, one really nice monster, is a perfect way to end our season. What we were targeting is the Cisco's basically coming in to these rock reefs up here and spawning. And when you congregate all of that bait into one area, it can be very productive because the muskies are opportunists, they're predators, they know that when the water temp hits that certain degree that these fish are coming in to spawn.
Yeah, these Cisco's, they'll come up on the shallow rocks, and you know, when we found the spine that we wanted to fish and found the good rock piles, it was game on, and it was really spot on the spot. And you know, the important thing there was, you know, getting the proper baits, run depth-wise,
right?
You know, to get, and kind of a match the hatch thing too. It was funny, the water really cleared up for us, so more of the natural colors like this really worked. And as we said yesterday while we were fishing the double dog. And it really seemed to be the bait because those two tails really allow it to ride a lot higher in the water column, and they also add drag, so when you rip it, it pauses. And in the fall, in the really cold water temperature, that pause is really, really important. And you could probably see on this one, this is one of our newer Ultra Flash colors. It's just, I don't know what else would match a Cisco better than something that's so silvery like that. You know, and you can just tell. And in the water, it kind of lit up. You know?
Exactly.
And
even though we didn't have light,
we had flat lighted, and it really still showed well. And that's going to be one of our custom colors that you can find on our website or at the Musky shows. Just like all of these colors, we've been doing some really unique stuff this year. If you can check out this one, we put this one in the water, and we all were kind of like shocked how cool it was. You know, if you can tell here, it's got some greens and golds and oranges and all different kinds of stuff. So as the light was hitting it and as it was moving, there was a lot of color changes going on, and that was really interesting. The one other new thing you'll notice is that in the past we've done the holographic foils inside of baits, but they were always on the solid straight wire. And the one question I probably got asked the most is, can you do holographic foil in a Pro Dog?
Right.
And this year, as you can see, we're finally doing it in a Pro Dog. We figured out a way to do it. Before we couldn't do it, but you know, I kind of tasked my guys and said, like, come on, let's do it. We can come up with something, and you know, they did. So one thing at Musky Innovations that we always try to do is push the envelope.
Right.
We always try to make our product as good as it can be and try to stay on the cutting edge of stuff.
Right.
You know, whether it's the harness or the finishes or whatever. And we listen to our customers. I think that's the big thing. You know?
Exactly.
And our pro staff guys. You know, you come to me and say, Brad, how about this? And we try it.
Right, exactly.
You know, and that's the key. And I think the other key is everyone, you know, that works at Musky Innovations, that designing all this stuff, including myself, we're all fishermen.
Right.
So I also want everything to, you know, to work as good as it can when I'm out there and to do what it's supposed to do too. So
you have a new product out now.
Yep.
And it's designed again to run shallow.
Right.
Tell the folks out there what you got.
Right. So as you guys probably know, we came out with the Swim Dog 2 years ago, the bigger one, and then we did the little Swim Dog last year, which, I mean, people have been catching fish on like crazy. People are really liking these swim baits, and swim baits for muskies have been around a while, but not real long, you know, maybe the last 6-7 years.
Right.
And this year we came out with a shallow runner, and you'll notice that on this one, there's hardly any weight in it, and that's why we can get it to run shallow. If you crank it slow, it'll still run deeper. But on I'll call it a bucktail retrieve, if you will, you know, you're talking just under the surface to maybe 3-4 feet down. Even shallower if you want. I can actually even bulge this thing, you know, just keeping the rod tip up a little bit and cranking it. But the body is rounder. So because instead of the flat side like our other ones, so when it's coming through the water, it really has a wobble like this.
A great belly roll.
And the other thing we've done with all of our swim baits is we have the Pro style harness in them. And I think that's really important. As this bait's coming through the water, it not only goes like this, and the tail's obviously going like this, but it also imparts this kind of action,
Right.
which is, you know, not very common in a swim bait.
Exactly.
So
We're gonna head home here, but again, from all of us at Keys Outdoors, we had a great time. Pioneering is what we do, and like I said, we will be back. Hey guys, Mike Keys here with Keys Outdoors Musky Hunting Adventures. I want to tell you about a company that we hooked up with out of Appleton, Wisconsin. They make one of the best pair of fishing glasses out there that I've used. And what's unique about them and what separates them from everybody else is that you get one frame, but you get 3 sets of lenses for different lighting conditions. I prefer the amber during the day, but there's that last 45 minutes to half an hour of prime time fishing that the amber is just too dark. So I have to remove my glasses, and the problem that I was having is I'm still, with the naked eye, I'm getting a lot of glare. But they've got a solution for that. Just pop the lenses out, put a new set of lenses in. They're light gray, which is going to reduce the glare on the water by 20%, allowing you to fish right up till dark, wearing your glasses, but more importantly, being able to see that most important strike. So if you're looking for a really great pair of sunglasses, check out H3O Polarized, and I'll tell you what, we're glad that we're using them, and it made a big difference on several bites this year that we probably wouldn't have got if it wasn't for those glasses and that design. We've been using the 3 polarized lens colors that are included in every H3O Anglers package throughout the season to give us the perfect lens color for any fishing condition. But the polarized lens that has us really excited is the H3O's proprietary Polar Clear. This is the ultimate polarized low light lens. It can be fished in extreme low light conditions, all the way to dark. Right on. H3O has a special promotion for our fans. H3O Polarized is offering a free pair of these Polar Clear lenses with every purchase of any of their H3O Angler packages. Go to h3opolarized.com/keys, type in the word keys KO to get all the details. Well guys, I've had a complete year now, from spring until ice up, to fish out of the Skeeter WX 2060, and I've got to tell you, man, I'm just totally impressed with that boat. They redesigned the hull so that it would handle bigger water, a better ride, a drier ride, and just a more stable, smooth ride, and they've definitely accomplished that goal. We fish a lot of Great Lakes, so we're fishing a lot of big water, whether it be Lake Michigan, Superior, Huron, St. Clair, Green Bay, Mille Lacs, or Vermilion. These are bodies of water that you can really test the quality in the ride of a boat, and it surpassed even my wildest dreams. But yet, having the ability with such a big boat to fish super skinny water was also very critical to us, because at certain times of the year these fish go shallow and we have to be able to go shallow in less than 2 feet of water. And we've had that boat in some pretty skinny water that totally impressed me. So again, being versatile and having the ability to fish big water, skinny water, all out of one boat is super impressive by itself. And what they did is, by designing that boat, they also reconfigured the way the layout of the boat is. You know, us musky guys, we want to be able to have all of the gear that we need to get the job done at our fingertips, if you will, and having the compartments in the storage space on that boat for 9-foot rods, but the ability to carry every lure that we have, whether it be jigging, whether it be trolling, whether it be casting, and having it all there easy to get at and easy to set up, because musky fishing changes on a dime. Them fish can move shallow, they can move deep, it can be a jigging bite, a trolling bite. We have to have the ability to really on the fly adjust our fishing tactics, and having all of that at our fingertips on the water with us, the ability to make that adjustment is so critical. And that's one thing that the WX2060 does. It allows you as a musky angler to carry all of the important gear that you need out on the water with you. Again, the boat is just it's just a joy to drive. It's such a smooth ride on big water, but yet the ability to get in skinny water is something that we're always, you know, it was a concern of mine when I picked up that boat, to be quite honest with you. But the boat is just an amazing boat. If you want to check it out, then give my good friends a call at the Boat Center. They have 2 locations, one in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, and the other one in Ramsey, Minnesota. So again, if you're in the market and you're looking for a new boat, the ultimate musky fishing boat, then check out the WX2060 by Skeeter. They'd be more than happy to take you guys out, let you run that boat. It's a big decision, it's a big ticket, and they want to make sure that you're happy with it. So give my good friends a call at the Boat Center and see for yourself why the WX2060 powered by Yamaha is the ultimate musky fishing boat. The original and still the best, Engel Coolers are the gold standard in high performance, durable, and affordable coolers. For the past 56 years, people who've needed to keep things cool, well, they turn to Engel, the pioneer in portable, refrigerating, and cooling. Engel has a complete line that fits all of our needs. Hard coolers, soft coolers, backpack coolers, and live bait coolers. We like to use their hard coolers for those long camping trips. The HD30 is the perfect answer to our run and gun fishing style. From a one-day to a weekend fishing adventure getaway to keep our food and drink cold for days. Easy in and out portable design is just what I want. And the price, it'll blow you away. The best deal on a soft-sided cooler, the HD30. Engel's live bait cooler is our answer to live bait musky hunting. I can fit 5 to 6 large suckers in the live bait cooler. Whether I'm fishing out of a canoe or I'm fishing out of my Skeeter. In super heavy duty latches and watertight seal, well, that just means I don't have to worry about the live bait cooler tipping over and making a mess or losing that precious water. I can run, well, for 2 days on 2C batteries, keeping my very expensive live bait alive. So there you have it. Some awesome new products that we've used that made our musky fishing adventures a little more comfortable and a lot more productive. If you'd like to learn more about all of our great sponsors, then go to keysoutdoors.com.